I'm Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and tonight I'm going to show you how to bake a ginger snap pie crust. And tonight we're using ginger snaps in place of maybe graham crackers or saltine crumbs or something like that, where you have these lovely little ginger snaps. And I'm going to bake a pumpkin pie tonight, so make sure you check out that recipe for how to bake a ginger snap pumpkin pie. But right now we're going to get this pie crust organized. And I'm going to preheat my oven on 375 degrees. And I'm going to break up these ginger snaps in my food processor. And I need roughly 1.5 cups of ginger snap crumbs. I'm also going to melt my butter about 6 tablespoons in the microwave, or you can do it on your stovetop. I have exactly 1.5 cups of ginger snap crumbs. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to pour it right into my baking dish right now because I'm going to mix it all in here and we're going to form it right away as well. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of sugar to this mixture and 6 tablespoons of melted butter. So just stir that all up. That'll cool off the butter enough for you to touch it. Now finish combining it with your hands. It's going to be the consistency of wet sand. Essentially, you could use any kind of cookie you like for your pie crust. And this is a nice little change, and it's quite festive flavors to go along with a pumpkin pie. You could use this for an apple pie as well. That would be lovely. Okay, so once you're satisfied with it being combined, I'll show you the consistency. It's like, just looks like wet sand, okay? Now we're gonna press this into our pie crust on the bottoms and up the sides. Make a nice crust for you. Now I like to use the back of my knuckles just to push into the corners here, the edges on the bottom. Your oven should be preheated now. Just do your best to try and keep it even. Now I'm using quite a wet filling tonight. It's mostly liquid, this pumpkin pie filling. So I'm actually going to par bake this crust first for a little bit. I want to just kind of dry it out slightly so that we have a much nicer consistency. I want it to stay nice and firm instead of just getting soggy and mixed in with the pumpkin pie filling, okay? So depending upon what kind of pie you're using, if you're using a pie that you're not baking, make sure you bake this first and then put the filling in. But if you're using a pie that's baked, if it's a little bit less wet than this, you might get away with not baking it up first. So in it goes at 375. I would say for maybe 5 minutes I'm going to look at it. Okay, my crust has gone for about 7 minutes now. I looked at it at 5 and I thought it needed just a little bit longer. So now this needs to cool. It's all puffed up right now, but it needs to cool down. The butter will solidify a little bit better. And then I'm going to put my pie filling in and let it bake the rest of the way. Okay, so that's how you do it. So let this cool and fill it as you see fit. If you need to bake it after, feel free to do that. If not, you're doing a no-bake pie, then you're just going to fill this up after this solidifies and it cools down. So that's how you do it. That's how you bake a ginger snap pie crust. Very cool and kind of different than using, you know, Oreo crumbs or Nilla wafers or graham crackers. It's just another option, and it's great for the holidays too. All right, so that's it. Follow me on Twitter at cookingwithkim, with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly, and you can find me syndicated on Roku. Come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com and subscribe. Interact with us and let us know what's going down in your culinary world, all right? Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.